Hey guys, we are back with another episode of Out of the Park Baseball 24 with the Nashville Blues. It's been 3 weeks, I think, since I've recorded a video. So I am a little forgetful as to where we are and what we've been doing, but it appears as though we are at the end of the regular season with a 99-63 record. I do remember that we were bad in the final month of the year. Yeah, 11-14, so we came up shy of 100 wins. We did win our division by 15 games. Pitching and defense looks like got it done for us. Our offense was more than acceptable. Juan Quintero was a guy we signed last offseason. We just signed him to an extension. Carrillo and Wilson we picked up in trades during the offseason. Block and Rivera are two young studs. Dougie Blinman's been around since the beginning. Wally Streety we picked up, I think, at the deadline. Yep. He's been really good for us. Yeah, so it's time for the postseason. We're going to be taking on the Seattle Mariners. I guess we can look at the stats. I should probably do that. So Kevin Michael, he was an expansion pick guy from us, and he's developed really nicely. He's now our ace, 17-4 this year, ERA right around 2. Sincere Chisholm, we picked up off of waivers. He's been a rock for us for a couple of seasons now. Pat Graceffa, we traded for him in the offseason, I believe. Yep. Good first season for us. Sorry, I was just chewing on some ice. Bobby Hasselberger we picked up at the same time. He had a good year. I think he was hurt, if I remember correctly. Kirkham Floyd was our other starter. He's had a couple of good seasons. We got him off of waivers. Largo Zerman was another starter. We're using him in a swing role this year. Jim Bennett's been our closer since day one. Excuse me. Michael Alfonso. We signed him to a one-year deal last year and then extended him 3 years at $2 million a year for the next 3 seasons. Danny Schroom we picked up at the deadline a year ago. He's been pretty good. And then, our pitching staff was really good, top to bottom. I think we put together a pretty nice pitching staff offensively. We are really good. Juan Carrillo, again, we picked him up in a trade from Colorado, put up 7.5 WARs, our leadoff hitter. Put up almost a 400 OPS, stole 40 bases. He was fantastic. Quintero was great. Quintero and Santoyo were just, one of the best 1-2 combinations in the league. Brian Wilson, we had him playing second most of the year. He switched over to short halfway through the season. I would rather have him at second because he's so good there, but I don't really have another option at short right now. Wally Streety, again, we picked up midway through the season, stuck him at second place. Eric Block's rookie campaign ended up at 2.6 WAR, which is fine. Lamar King, excuse me, catcher we signed to a short but big deal, 3 years, $75 million. Dougie Blinman continues to just perform. Arturo Silva was an international guy we signed this past offseason. He was okay. He hasn't developed completely yet. Rivera was our first pick in 2033. His first season wasn't great, but I think he'll be fine. Menacasa we traded for at the deadline as well. Gives us another bat. All in all, we're in pretty good shape. So let's get to the postseason. That's not us. Oh, that's right. We are right. We aren't playing in the wild card round. We are taking on the winner of the Mariners and the Red Sox. So let's get to the next playoff round, see who we'll be taking on. Angels advance, so we're taking on the Red Sox. All right, let's take a look at the Red Sox, shall we? 92-70. Excuse me. 6th in runs scored, third in runs against, and they're good defensively as well. It's a pretty good team. They got a lot of injuries, which isn't great. They are a pretty good team. Ryan Matta looks like their ace. He's out for 2 weeks, though. Yeah, I don't know how that offense doesn't look great. Somehow they score runs. All right, let's get to it. Oh, right, pitching staff. Michael, Chisholm, Graceffa, Hasselberger. Sure, that works for me. All right, game one. Andrew Dahlquist against Kevin Michael goes to Nashville. We win 4-2. Block with a 2-run homer. Rivera, the rookies get it done. Block with a 2-run homer. Rivera with 2 solo shots. We take a 1-0 lead. We got Chisholm going against Taj Bradley in game 2. We are up 2-0 as we shut them out. Wilson 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. Menacasa homers. You like to see that. Chisholm pitches 7 shutout innings. So we look for the sweep in Boston. Pat Graceffa. Somebody's DFA'd. Burtis die. Can we sweep the Red Sox and move on? We cannot. We lose 7-3. Wilson 3 hits. Quintero had a couple. Graceffa gets hit hard. All right. Game 4, Bobby Hasselberger versus the most Boston name ever, Billy Sullivan. And we win the series 3-1. Quintero homers twice, and we advance to the American League Championship Series. Quintero is your MVP, 412, 3 homers, 4 RBIs. Rivera, look at all the home runs we hit. 6, 7, we had 9 home runs in 4 games. Hasselberger gets the win. And that means we are set up for the ALCS with our ace going in game 1. Let's just go to the next series. Angels or Yankees? Angels are up 3-2. We're taking on the Angels. 94-68 Angels. 10th in runs scored, but they get a good pitching staff. Look at all these injuries. Anybody of real note? Doesn't look like it. You got Jonathan Clase. Is it Clase? It's a 34-year-old now, 38 home runs. Mike Avant is their closer. Kyle Manjay. It's not a great offense. Emerson pitcher, but he's a third baseman. Yeah, we should be able to win this series. Jake Eater against Kevin Michael. And we lose game 1, 3-2 and 10. That's not good. Michael goes 6 shutout. Espino, Sherman, Bennett all give up runs. All right. So the Angels have home field now. Game 2. Series is tied at 1. We win 2-0. Brian Wilson, a couple of hits. Quintero and Wilson both homer. Chisholm still hasn't given up an earned run in the postseason. That's 15? 13 shutout innings. All right, well, we need to take a game in LA. Pat Graceffa against Jared Boulon. Goes to LA. They beat us 7-3. Ooh, our bullpen's struggling. Roberts gives up 4. Graceffa only goes 3 2/3. Not good. Not good. We need game 4. Bobby Hasselberg. We don't get it. We lose 4-3. We need to win 3 straight. We took a 3-0 lead here. They scored 4 straight. Block hits his 4th home run. We need to win 3 straight. We do win there 10-8. Oof, we were up 10-1. They scored 7 straight. Michael goes 4 1/3. Floyd gives up 5 runs, 1 earned. All right. So, I mean, we do have Chisholm going here in Game 6. Let's look at international stuff. Whoa, what is this? Financial ambition. I guess they changed greed. That's now financial ambition. I haven't played in a while, so I don't know if they've made some changes. I'm not aware of what they are. Not a great IAFA class. Got some good bats. Invite both of them. He's not a particularly good catcher, but invite him. I like that. I like the way they changed it from greed to financial ambition. I think that works. Let's go back to starters and invite this guy. Doesn't want a lot of money, so there might be some potential for us to get him relatively cheap. Let's run practice. All right, so we got Game 6. We got Chisholm on the mound. It's Cade Povich, and we lose. So we lose in the ALCS. Their closer was named the most valuable player. I get it. 6 2/3 innings, 2 runs, 1 walk, 10 Ks. He didn't give up a run. All right. Well, we can't win it all. So let's go ahead and get the offseason started. Angels and Rockies. And the Rockies win the World Series. All right, when we made the ALCS, that was our best season by far. Lots of players on the waiver wire. Our trainer retired. So we got to find a new trainer. Mike Fagan looks okay. Ugh. Not great. Fair, poor. We'll go Fagan for a year. Let's go Fagan for a year. I don't know why I'm in commissioner mode. All right. So now we got to do arbitration. Yeah, we got a lot of arbitration. So Michael, $14.5 million arbitration offer. Is he interested in a long-term deal? I don't think he is. 14.25, so let's go 13,750. Cool. All right. We should have plenty of money, right? How much money do we have? Whoa, where'd all our money go? Where did all of our money go? We had millions and millions of dollars to spend. Where did it all go? Kalen Drew, we're going to withdraw from. Frausto wants 1-4. I wonder if it's a game update thing. I wonder if it's a game update because we had plenty of money and now it's just all gone. Case and Cunningham, we can go ahead and withdraw. Steve Guy, does anybody want him? I don't want just infielders. No. All right, so we're just going to non-tender. Steve Guy. Shroom was really good. Blendman 4-4. 4-4-5. Yeah, that's really weird. We had $40-50 million to spend or something. So what's 5? Let's give him 5-5. And now all of a sudden it's just all gone. Kendrick, we're going to go ahead and non-tender. Shroom's a 32-year-old. He wants 6. He's a 32-year-old reliever. His nickname's Beefsteak, though. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Oh, I feel like... Let's sign Zerman. What's 5-5? 5-2-5-0. And then Bennett is... I mean... Do we try to trade him? Is there anything? Yeah, that nobody is willing to give me anything for him. Yep. All right, so we're just going to sign him. And I think we just non-tender Shroom. That's really interesting. That our money just disappeared. Where am I going? What am I trying to do? Player list. Minor leagues, upcoming free agents. Offer extensions to all of our players. Let's get to November. All right, November 1st, time for scouting and practice. Yeah, league interest is still very low on him, so that's a good thing. That could be good for us. Gold Glove. Oh, Fagan needs more money. I don't want to give him 4 years. I'll give him 2. See if that works. Where's my coffee? My iced coffee. Fagan likes that offer. Wilson signs, fan interest bump. Zerman signs, fan interest bump. Bennett signs, fan interest bump. Michael signed. I mean, we're at 100. Why did he just remove it? Because fan loyalty increased. Team payroll of about $200 million. I have a team payroll of 151. Something's got to be wrong with the finances. Hopefully, it switches over when we get to free agency. That's what I thought. That was really weird. All right, so we signed Fagan, Gold Gloves. Brian Wilson wins it at second. Juan Rivera wins it in left. So even though the bat wasn't quite there, he got it done defensively, which is great. The bat will catch up to the glove, and he'll be electric. Jim Bennett wins the reliever of the year. Vinicio. Esmerlin Vinicio. There's a name that most of us who have been watching this channel for a while have come to love. He's so good. Look at some of these WAR numbers out of a reliever. That's crazy. Platinum Stick, Santoyo, Carrillo, Quintero, we had 3. Rookie of the Year, Robinales. That's fair. All right, we didn't have anybody finish in the top 5. We win Manager of the Year. JT Kroner, 20-3 with a 2.03 ERA. 4 years left on his contract. Michael finishes second. Okay. So, I mean, it's fair. That's fair. And then most valuable player, we win our first MVP. It is Juan Quintero. We signed him for nothing off the scrap heap, and he came in and raked for us this season, 4.6 WAR. We got him for $2 million this season. He's got the arbitration now. Michael Torres, the former Cub, led the American League in hitting. All right, let's see if this is any different now. Yeah, it is. Now we have $45 million. I don't know where that money went, but now we have $45 million. Fan loyalty has gone up, so we can probably increase ticket prices as well. But $45 million gives us plenty. I don't think we necessarily need anything offensively. Ideally, we can move Wilson to second and use Streety as our backup middle infielder. But then we also have Menacasa. I mean, we'll just see. I mean, we're absolutely stacked offensively. We don't really need anything from a pitching perspective either. Relievers. So let's see what's. Let's look at this. Let's look at internationals first. Maybe we got a stud pitcher that we can go out and get, or not. I can't sign another catcher. I got burned on that one. Ooh. We don't need another outfielder, but ooh. Let's just request a scouting report. I mean, maybe. Offseason, free agents. All right, what do we got? Closer who wants $33 million. Does he consider himself a starter? That is ridiculous. Yeah, Shroom now wants 12. Chavez only wants 2. That feels like a pretty good deal. Get him in on a 1-year deal. Brian Abreu wants 9.5. I'm looking at ground ball, guys, as I always do. Owen McClain wants 8.8. Does he have splits of any kind? Not really. Oh, he's really good. We're going to sign Nolan McClain. From a 2-year deal, we'll give him $10 million in the first year and $5 in the second. We got the money to spend. We may as well. What about batters? What do we got? I don't want. Yeah, I guess we could just look at it this way. I'm just looking at catchers because we might be able to get out from underneath that contract. Sauk only wants $2.2 million. Oh, he was really bad last year. Not a great class here, which is fine. I mean, we've got the depth. I don't think we need anything offensively. We got Silva as our backup outfielder. Maybe a backup shortstop. Because ideally, again, I would like to play Wilson at second. He's got the range to play short, but, I mean, as a second baseman, those are elite ratings. Streety, though, is more than a passable second baseman. He and Menacasa were splitting time. Let's do this. Let's go shortstop. Let's just look at the best of the best. Always bring in Mike Campbell. He's 33 years old now. It's his contract. Oh, God. No, thank you. Edwin Arroyo. Whoa. This was the guy I was trying to get from Colorado last year, but they just wouldn't give him to me no matter what I offered. Can we get Youngkin? So if we gave up, he was our first round pick last year. I forgot about Chandler. He's coming along too. Man, we got a good minor league system here, guys. What if we gave up Carrillo and no way they'll accept that offer. Yeah. Marcelo Myers making $50 million for the next 3 seasons. For their 50 this year and then 42 next. We could probably swing that deal. Can we get a Dan Hess? Can we get a Dan Hess? Give you a Sam Madrid. And a Nehemiah Squalls or a Mike Tilton. They might think this offer is an insult. You have to up the ante and then some. Okay. Is there anybody? Yeah, not really anybody else. Salcedo. They accept this, they should fire their GM. Let's try that. We're close. All we need to give them is Ezekiel Santoyo. This game is weird, man. Trade block. All right. Let's just get ahead to the next month. I don't know that we're going to make a splash. I don't know that we need to. I think offensively we are fine. All right, we're at December 1st. Scouting, international, run practice. Yes, I think we'll be able to get Crystal Feeney relatively cheap, and then we can just invest, in somebody else with what's left. Yeah, we don't really need. Right, Wilson is our starter. I mean, ideally, Menacasa will be our backup first baseman / second baseman. He'll play second against lefties. So is our backup outfielder. I mean, look at that batting against lefties. Oh my gosh. And he only wants $17 million a year. I think we may make a run at him. And then from there, I don't know. Just sign him and see what happens and then figure out what we can do with the rest of the team. Let's go to shortstop. Segura's a really good backup. He's only 25. High work ethic guy. Yeah, let's sign Segura. Sign him to a major league deal. We'll get to the winter meetings and see if there's anybody put on the block for financial reasons or something. All right, so we signed Segura. We're not at the winter meetings. We'll be at the winter meetings tomorrow. Lottery results. All right, we're at the winter meetings. Now let's look at the trade block. Nope, nothing. What about pitching wise? No starters on the block whatsoever. A $10 million reliever, which we can afford, but meh. Let's get one more scouting report. Good speed. This is a ridiculous contract. Michael Harris is really good defensively, but we don't need him. $26 million. No, we don't need him. All right, let's just get to the winter meetings, or get to the end of the winter meetings. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do a lot here. I mean, maybe Sasaki, if we come back and his overall potential or his potential is here. He can play left. He can play DH. We'll have some flexibility offensively, especially if somebody gets hurt. We got Santoyo, Quintero. Yeah. It also means that maybe we don't re-sign Blinman next season. Or maybe we can try to trade Blinman for, I don't know, something. We don't really need pitching depth. Huh. A lot of people like Dougie Blinman. Well, he's not really a shortstop. Get some prospects. Oof. 75i. Bat's not particular, or the bat's good. The defense is terrible. Players, let's do this again. He's good. That arm is a little concerning at short, but he's really good. Wouldn't mind sticking Salcedo at short. Would you take a Dougie Blinman for Salcedo? I can't imagine they would, but we can ask. What if we retained? Let's just try it. What's Art Boyd? You can't have Art Boyd. I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, so it's going to be a pretty quiet off-season. It looks like a couple of bullpen arms, and just continue with the development of our young players. I mean, I would love to bring up Chandler, but now there's no place to put him. We've got Carrillo signed for the next handful of seasons, next 3 years. All right, let's get to the Rule 5. We'll see what the scouting report looks like on that Japanese outfielder. We signed Chavez. He's not really a starter, though. He's a reliever. Fans liked it. Rule 5 is tomorrow. Where are we with... Have we gotten a new scouting report? Oh, did somebody sign him? Oh, no. Waited too long. Waited too long. Where is he? Where is he? Is he not showing up on here because he's listed as an international guy and not a free agent, so to speak? Let's do this. Can we... Ugh. Where did he go? Well, that's disappointing. Bring Tatis back again. Alright, well, anyway. We didn't get him. It's fine. Anybody we need to put on the 40-man? I don't think so. If any of these guys get taken, I don't really care. These are all just players I signed to fill the minor leagues. So let's look at the Rule 5. Let's go to said Rule 5 and let's pick. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Juan Castillo looks okay, but I got no place for him. What about pitchers? I like how it... Oh, McClain has to go on the 40-man. So does Chavez. Those are both my guys. I like how... it just defaults to the popularity because it knows that's what I'm looking for. I don't know. Not seeing anything. And we don't need the popularity. I think we're just going to go ahead and complete the draft. Just nothing there. All right. Next month. This might be a quicker episode back. I thought we might have some fun in the off season, but so we've got what 14 pitchers. Yeah, we're okay from a pitcher perspective. We're fine offensively. Good thing I didn't trade Blinman. Guess we can look at the trade block again. How long's Tatis out for? 2 weeks. I'm not giving him $24 million. Maybe that number comes down as we get close. Oh, here he is. Atsushi Sasaki. Very high. 50, 65, 60, 50, 60, 65, 70, 65 potential. Can rake against lefties. What does he want? Would he just take that? What about that? Nope. All right. We'll see if he comes back to us. He might come back to us. Doesn't look like anybody's made him an offer yet. All right, we're into January. It's time for scouting one more time. Let's get to internationals. I'm kind of glad this is going to be a bit shorter episode. Today is my first day working in my office in like 3 weeks. So I've got a lot to do. So this allows me to get a video out and still get my stuff done. Let's see, is he still there? He is. He still wants that long-term deal, which I'm not willing to give him. Yeah, so him and Tatis, who now wants $23 million. Okay, he does have an offer, 2 years at $28 million. Okay. All right, let's go to international amateurs. All right, so all players that we have a very strong relationship with. Let's start with Johan Cristofolini. He's Venezuelan and Italian. Of course he is. Let's offer him $1 million. All right, so that leaves us with how much? 5.9? I mean, do we just go after the best bat? I think we do. I think we just go after Campos. I'll offer him 5.950. I should be able to get both of those players with those offers. And now Sasaki wants to renegotiate. Let's take this 5th year off. Cool. I'm good with that. 4 years, $58 million. Sure. Okay. 6.9. Yeah, I can't. All right, let's go after the second best bat then. The high work ethic. 5.950. Oops. Some ahead of day. All right, so there's Cristofini we got for $1 million. It's a pretty good value for $1 million, I think. And okay, as Campos signed for the full 7.6. And there's Aguilar. So we got two. We got the bat. We got the glove. That's cool. So now we're just simming ahead, waiting for Sasaki. We lost Kalen Drew. Tatis signs with Seattle. That's fine. Raised our team budget from 266 to 280. We signed Sasaki. So that leaves us with $30 million this year, 1.6 next. But our revenue per game is up. And yeah, Michael's, look at that. Look at that arbitration number for Kevin Michael next season. That is absurd. Blindman probably comes off next season, given we've got Silva and now we've got Sasaki as well. So we should be okay financially. It's 2039 that things get a little goofy. We are going to lose Chisholm. Well, King is fine. Maybe we try to move King this season. And we're going to lose Bennett too. Okay, we're going to have some decisions to make. We are definitely going to have some decisions to make after this season as some of these guys start to get expensive. But we will cross that bridge. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I'm going to sim ahead to the beginning of the regular season. We'll set our rosters and we'll get to simming. So there we are. We added a big bat. And not that we needed another big bat, but we added Atsushi Sasaki, 27-year-old on a 4-year, $58 million contract. And we added David Segura as our backup shortstop. Other than that, our offense is exactly the same. Our starting pitching is identical. We added Jose Chavez and Noel McLean to our bullpen. So that is how we shape up. We've got 2 prospects in the top 100. Sam Hamilton, he'll be up sooner rather than later, which means we likely will be able to move one of these guys during the season who are going to cost us some money. Art Boyd's still a couple of years away. And Ritsuo Sasaki, drafted in the 2nd round a year ago. He's coming along nicely. So that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching as always. I appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.